This is FRORG. As you can see, he's very sad. That's because after working his moist little ass off to make it all the way through school to 9th grade despite having no opposable thumbs and a single-digit IQ, he discovered something horrible. His human science teacher forces the entire class to dissect frogs every year. Now, FRORG here may not be your typical frog, but he also can't allow such horrific crimes to be committed against his distant relatives. In this campaign, I'm going to be leading a legally and ethically ambiguous amphibious military campaign against the primary suppliers and consumers of these innocent little frogs. To complete their righteous mission, they've recruited the help of these anthropomorphized boogers. They're perfect allies considering that 1, they don't ask questions, and 2, they're almost as plentiful as they are expendable. To begin, we need to break out of this pet shop located on a remote, inhospitable island. Unfortunately, these lizards appear to have developed Stockholm Syndrome, so our only option is to peacefully put them to sleep by using our own soldiers as kamikaze projectiles. The strategy here is to have a ball of nurglings up here, have Kugoth throw more nurglings at them from behind, and then have these beautiful frogs flank them and eat them. They're not very fast, so that will be certainly not the best, and they also have shit leadership and melee attack and melee defense and armor and health. The fucking plague toads are so terrible, man. I want to love them so much. I would have loved to do a campaign using only them or using only nurglings, but I just can't do it. I tried both of them, and both of them failed miserably. I even gave them multiple tries. I just genuinely cannot fucking do it. After literally throwing a few dozen nurglings' lives away, they're finally moving up to attack us. It seems that there are some advantages to not brushing your teeth. Now, in terms of the actual strategy here, one of the most important things we have is nurgling infestation. What this means is that Kugoth massively, constantly heals all of the nurglings that are near him for like just insane amounts of HP. It's really good. The downhill charge into the ranged skinks. Oh, we're yeeting them so beautifully. Oh my god. But the frogs at the same time are currently fighting 4 of their units despite being ordered to attack 1. Like, these guys are just over here fighting the spears for no reason. So they're really unwieldy. You can't really control them. They do whatever the fuck they want to do, and that is usually get themselves killed. For understandable reasons. I mean, they are just miserable creatures. Beautiful. Well, actually, horrifically ugly. But it still works, we still won. The skinks here also made quite a nice snack for our lovely frogs. But as the frogs are finishing their snack, a quick word from today's sponsor. If you or someone you know worships Nurgle, then it's time to check out this plate. They make beautiful metal posters that will outlive even the most persistent plagues with deep, vibrant colors even more stunning than the radioactive green of FRORG here. They're incredibly easy to hang, clean, and maintain, especially because unlike traditional posters, they won't be destroyed by a few drops of fluid, bodily or otherwise. Their unique mounting system is so easy that even people who play video games for a living can figure it out, which is good because my hands are so soft and supple that I'm no longer capable of operating a hammer. They make official posters for tons of your favorite games, shows, and movies, and they just launched their first Warhammer collection. They're manufactured in Europe and usually arrive within a week of ordering. Until November 5th, you can get 32% off 1 to 2 posters or 38% off 3 or more, using either the link in the description or code BRILLIANTSTUPIDITY at checkout. Big thanks to Displate for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. After we captured this settlement, we would have the option to recruit a normal number of units in a normal amount of time, but unfortunately we're playing as Nurgle, which means that on top of having generally shit units, we also have to deal with this. One does not simply recruit units as Nurgle, but rather we need to order them from the bulk pet supply store one at a time. Thankfully, they only take 4 months to arrive, and they're usually only half dead upon delivery. Now that we have something vaguely resembling an army, we need to ensure that they're well fed enough to recover from their transport. Luckily for us, these skinks will make a hearty meal to help our frogs grow big and strong. One really cool thing that happens when you blob up the nurglings like this is that they just kind of slowly expand out, and then they start trying to crawl their way back in, but they can't. And they're constantly just wriggling. It is actually mostly horrifying, but also kind of cute. That's Nurgle in general. 90% horrifying, 10% adorable. Unfortunately, their infantry is almost as fast as our cavalry, so we do need to be very careful about getting locked into melee, because that could be bad. The one big downside about Kugoth is that he's very, very large, which means that the javelins do a shit ton of damage to him, because they all hit him. We're nearly at max health, and we have 11 leadership on these guys with our lord nearby. Oh, that is painful. I don't think cycle charging with the plague toads is the the most viable option, mostly because they're not fast enough to do it, or agile enough, or good enough in terms of their charge bonus and stuff to even bother. Beautiful. Very, very good victory. Almost no losses. After murdering them and desecrating their enclosure, we nearly made it out of the store, before this man stopped us. This is Helman Gorst, Regional Assistant Manager's managing assistant for this fine establishment. Helman takes his job very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that he mastered the dark art of necromancy for the sole purpose of getting promoted to Regional Assistant Management Manager. He may not have gotten the promotion due to his new employees' tendency to eat the product, customers, and living employees, but he certainly has cut costs. He and his army are fucking terrifying. They have absurd amounts of healing and AoE damage, and they simply refuse to die. Oh, I don't like this. Why are they not just completely gone yet? Even in a normal campaign, this shit is hard. So our primary plan here is to kill Gorst as quickly as possible, because otherwise he makes his army essentially immortal. In preparation for this, I grabbed Rancid Visitations on Kugoth. It does a large amount of damage to a single entity by giving them explosive diarrhea so extreme that it would make an Indian street food vendor blush. After some of our Nurglings bravely and definitely voluntarily sacrificed themselves again, the zomboids blobbed up around us, allowing us to isolate Gorst and introduce napalm into his digestive tract. The frogs then ate him, which, as expected, killed a few of them in the process. Half a dozen painfully slow and awkward cycle charges eventually convinced the interns to quit both their jobs and being alive. Unfortunately, after our escape, it seems that Helman may never get promoted to Regional Assistant Management Manager, partially because of the lost inventory, and partially because we ritualistically sacrificed him to the frog gods by dissecting him alive, then roasting his legs over an open flame. I certainly did kill Helman this early, but should I have? You see, to my east is Helman's territory. The problem with this is that it'll take me a while to capture both settlements given the mountain between them. To my south, however, are the rest of Helman's cold-blooded simps, who still control aisles 4 and 5 as well as the bathroom of the pet shop. If I leave either group unattended for too long, they'll cause more chaos and destruction than a rabid chimpanzee piloting an F-35. The only reason I decided to pursue Gorst while the lizards threatened to shit all over my home territory is that they at least have the decency to stay dead. Unlike Gorst, who managed to conjure 2 full armies of interns directly out of his ass. Thankfully, they weren't very hard to deal with, and a few thousand more sacrifices pleased the amphibious deities. So much so that they teleported Gorst directly into the sun, where he'll experience more pain and suffering than the entirety of every human who has ever lived. Nice. Now, on the recruitment front, things are still interesting. The only real option we have to recruit new units before the previous ones die of old age is to spread plagues, specifically this plague. Even then, we can only recruit more of our pustulant assistants rather than our beautiful cycloptic protagonists. Fortunately, I devised a brilliant strategy that I like to call getting extremely lucky pro gamer skill. Due to my immense skill at hoping for the best, a lot of the plagues spread exactly when I needed them most, and I managed to throw together a second army that's somehow even worse than my first one. Our economy... You know what? Economics is all made up anyways. Let's focus on the battle. Oh. That's actually the least bad thing he could have possibly done. Oh, Blightboil here. Blightboil. This is a extremely poggers Blightboil scenario. I'm gonna corner camp. I'm gonna corner camp all the way back there. Having them just be forced on one side of us, all blobbed up. For Blightboil, that will be glorious. And now, yep, that is 1,000 gold value from one cast. And that is a 3-second cooldown. 11 Winds of Magic. We have a lot of those. So we'll just use that again. And then again. And then again. Beautiful. I don't believe we lost anything. That's awesome. Wow. That's... Yes. Yes, please. Ooh, Pustulant Abundance. Oh, that'll help our economy so much and just overall make us even stronger. Okay, we will start getting a passive income of Nurglings here. Less than 1 a turn, but that's still a hell of a lot better than nothing. Okay, Razoath is getting progressively more horrifying. It might make sense for me to kill him early. That might actually make a lot of sense because he does get ridiculously strong in the mid-game. Oh, well, that's helpful. Especially because you lost. And with this, we're gonna capture full control over the pet store. Fuck, we actually need to build a siege engine. Okay, soon-ish, kind of, we're gonna have full control over the pet store. And then from there, we can really start expanding, make our way out of it, and basically just go down the street murdering random people. We have plans. They are bad, and they're definitely not going to work, but we might be able to work with whatever happens. So it turns out that there may have been some benefits to the previous regime of industrialized amphibian torture. The primary one is the supply chain that actually fed all of the frogs. With the pet store under our control, mass starvation has become an extreme issue. But as usual, I've devised a brilliant solution. See these short people? Not only do they have food, they are food. And we can't simply allow them to hoard the calories, even if they are literally part of their bodies. So I believe it's time to redistribute the wealth, and also their body parts, into our stomachs. Very, very tough battle here. But I think it is winnable because those guns are like their main strength. And guns don't work very good in settlement maps. They don't. They're very hard to use. Another green snack for these guys. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, the Fireborn are gone. That's great. Now we killed Drazo at the Ashen. And here we can now overcast this. Okay, yes, we overcast again. He's down to 4,000 HP. A couple more hits plus this, I think, kills him. Surprisingly, it seems that the frogs can in fact die if they get shot a lot of times by very large bullets. Fortunately, we only lost one unit of them here, but still, not very good. Come on, throw a Nurgling at him, throw a Nurgling at him, kill him with it! You can do it, you can do it! Oh, it didn't quite kill him. It did like no damage, I don't know why. That was a beautiful shot.
Professionals have standards.
Okay, the Fire Glaives didn't even try to shoot, they just went into melee. That's cool, love that. Okay, well, that was hard. That was very hard, incredibly difficult. And I do think we lost a unit of frogs, maybe even two. But we barely squeaked out a fucking victory there. We needed that shit. Spread control, and this guy's... Oh. Don't you fucking dare crash on me, game. Don't you fucking dare crash on me, game. Oh my god, no! That battle was so long! I didn't save after the battle. No! Beautiful, we actually won that much better than last time. I'm going to save immediately now. We're in the clear. Okay, we have saved. Now that we've captured the final few aisles of the pet store, it is ours. The lizards are no more. And now we have this kind of shitty region to deal with. But yes, the pet shop is secured. And now we can actually just go out and harass random people on the street. And ideally, if things go well, we'll get the opportunity to dissect them alive and eat them, to avenge our amphibious brethren. You can get a full army. I mean, only Nurglings, unfortunately none of our beautiful frogs, but soon we'll start getting the frogs. Ravenous tadpoles, yes, we go for that. That is great, that is so good. Massive upgrade. And then this will also be very good. That's a really, really bad auto-resolve. Okay, we'll fight that manually then. Honestly, because we outnumbered them so much, instead of blobbing up, I'm just gonna try to engulf them. We're using green boy strats with the other green boys. I think it'll be a lot less effective with these ones. Mostly because they're horribly diseased and extremely prone to dying. Oh no! Oh my fucking shit! I forgot about that. Okay, we saved one unit there. I think the other one's gone. No. We actually dodged that for the most part. Okay, we're good. We got lucky. One unit lost. They're very dead. But the rest of us are fine. We are genuinely expanding quickly. That is not what usually happens in Nurgle campaigns, at least in my experience. I did not think we would be doing even close to this well. We barely dealt with the Caravan of the Blue Roses. Then we barely dealt with Drazoth the Ashen. But because we dealt with both of them early, we have no other immediate threats. Well, we do have two long-term threats here and here, but we have no other short-term threats, except for also probably these guys. Nobody likes us. Everybody hates us, and they're gonna try to murder us, but we've killed the two strongest enemies that we had early on. Therefore, we may possibly survive. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Beautiful. Exactly as intended. At no point there was I literally shitting myself. We're fine. Oh my god, that tower is terrifying. Try not to charge into our own spellcast, though. Or do literally that. That's also fun. One thing that Total War has really taught me is that it's very easy to accept both civilian and military casualties as long as you're not going to be one of the casualties. Yeah, those drone strikes, they do hurt. They are inaccurate, though. Kind of like real life, in both ways. Yes, I'll get this. I want to get more Plague Toads. Yes, please. They're not the best, but they are a decent addition to the Nurglings. The real challenge here, though, is that if we lose one army, it's Jover. We need the levels on our lords. We need the levels on our units. And also, we won't be able to recruit more units for a while. We just have to get additional recruitment to get new ones, which does cost us a lot of time and resources. Yep. Free. Plague toads! Yes, we get some fucking plague toads. Finally! We vomited plague toad eggs, apparently. Okay, that's gross, but it works. It works. And also, we got the buffs for them. Yes, awesome. Grease's Gold Tooth. Green Tooth would be more accurate, unfortunately, given the immense quantity of frog legs that he's consumed over the years to reach his current size. FRORG and I were hoping to finish devouring the Chaos Dwarves before dealing with this big boy, but it seems that we have no choice. They're going to be pretty difficult to reach in the mountains, and their settlements are not that good for me. They have all unpleasant territory. It's not a bad matchup against the ogres for us, but it's not a— oh, what the fuck? Drazoath the Ashen is back! I was hoping to wipe out this faction before he came back. The question is, how strong is that army? The answer is literally just no. So I think I actually push up here, wipe him out, then come back here and take that. Why? Why are you doing that? Oh, he fucked up. Goddamn. They're dead. Very good. They were in force march like dumbasses in our movement range, so yeah. Could you reach that next turn? If you force march, we could. That is risky. I think we'll grab one FRORG, and there's a chance we lose this army, but this is the only Oh! There's a 100% chance we'll lose this army, and that is unfortunate. I was about to say this army would not be the worst to lose, but we did just get a frog here. That is a shame. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's so unfortunate, man. That is going to slow us down. That is bad. Oh, they have another army there. Please don't be able to reach that. They can reach that. Shit. Our economy's a little better now that we no longer have 3 armies, but that's still ultimately quite a negative thing. They both have plagues. They both have plagues. Oh, wow, that is great. So they're not recovering at all. They're taking a lot of attrition, even in their own settlements. Yeah, they're fucked. Oh, you got a lot of recruitment, but you did take a lot of attrition. How well do we do against these guys? I don't really know. Blight Boil won't be much help to us here, which is a shame. It's our best spell. I think we're better off backing off right now and then coming back and attacking them, because I don't believe they have the movement range to follow up here. And now he's in force march and outside of that settlement. That was the right move then 100%, because then we wipe this guy out, then we wipe Grease's out, then we take Shambletown all in one turn, hopefully, if we have the movement range for it. Easy peasy now. The very good thing about fighting the ogres is that they're the primary consumers of frog legs throughout the entire world. As in, they eat over half of the global frog legs. As we destroy more and more of them, an infinite number of our smaller, beautiful brethren will be saved from the clutches of their jaws. We go into trees, because they're big guys, not very good at moving around into trees. We will Ransom Visitations Overcasted on Thrud here. And then we're going to go into melee with him and hopefully kill him. Oh, yeah, they can kill him. They can kill him. He's going down. Beautiful. There we go. Finally. My God. And now we destroy Grease's Gold Tooth as well. We might be able to just kill him with our ammo there. Oh my God, we can literally two-shot him if we hit him one more time. Oh my God. It collided right with his belly. We just sniped him with the Nurglings. I didn't think we could ever hit single entities with them. At that range too, that was glorious. Oh my God. The Gorgers are terrifying, but there's literally 2 of them. So that makes them a lot less terrifying. Also, they would definitely die after eating one Nurgling. Usually they get to regen when they're eating other units. Nope, the Nurglings would actively damage them. The frogs are going to eat Greases here in revenge for their many brethren who he has eaten. Ow, oh, he killed one with 1 hit there. That sucks. But they did eat him. Bruh. Now that we've ingested enough calories for about the next 10 years, we should be pretty good from here on out. Wait, what the fuck? When did... what? How did he get that much value? Ooh. Yeah, okay. That got all of them. It was just 1 fireball. There are downsides to the blob. 12,000 damage dealt almost from 1 fucking fireball. I've never seen it get even half of that. Not once. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I do want to build up another army. Absolutely. I mean, just look at how much gold we have. But we'll grab as many frogs as we can, and then just the rest of Nurglings. We can slam this guy onto you. I should have done that before I recruited the Nurglings. Okay, just wasted probably 1,000 gold on that mistake. But still, I did remember this eventually. Forgetting that entirely would have been even worse. Oh, shit. Look at that. Minus 10 leadership constantly. Doom and Darkness, which is an expensive spell when overcast for an AoE that size, only lasts for a short period of time, and it's minus 16. It is better than casting Doom and Darkness every single time the cooldown is finished for free, because it has no cooldown because it's literally constant.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's meant to do that. It's meant to do that. That's what the economy is supposed to look like. Definitely did not misjudge the amount of gold that we would be spending per turn at all. 20% physical resistance. I forgot about that shit entirely. Imric, or more specifically his dragons, are the second largest consumer of frogs. Once again, I would have loved to prepare for a war against them, but they appear to have grown tired of starving to death and set their sights on our juicy, delicious bodies. Okay, we'll start with this. This is easy. We just take this. I'll sack this, then fuck off down there. So they should have, yeah, a lot of them have that -10. Now we'll toss that -16 onto them. -26, discouraged by ability. Wow. Yeah, they're all just gone. They will come back, but then we can route them again, and again, and again. Yeah, that leadership manipulation can get pretty crazy eventually. Right now, it's not too ridiculous. But a few more debuffs to the enemy leadership, and they will just rout immediately upon seeing us. We'll grab this, and yeah, that is 40% physical resistance. I mean, these guys are still no savage orcs. They're not good, don't get me wrong. They are bad, and we also have a limited number of them, and they're also not even that cheap, but we can work with it. Not even a shot in hell. Awesome ability right here. -8 leadership, 35 meters, non-stop. That is incredible. You move up right next to him. And the reason for that is just literally safety in numbers. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. And I will actually do this now, finally. Iron Drakes? Problem. Iron Breakers? Problem. Kugoth? Hopefully a problem solver. We have so much HP now. We have the regen. We should be able to just murder them. Gotta lock them in melee as fast as possible. Go. Go, FRORG. Go. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Please stop doing that. But honestly, that's not that much damage. Those cannons are a problem. Those cannons are a problem. No, thank you. This is the number of dwarves I can deal with and 0 more. Yeah, it's just the Slayers now. It's just the Slayers now. There we go. Oh my god, that was hard. Ooh, these frogs did pretty well. A lot stronger than the Nurglings, for sure. Yay, Pog. Awesome. We are ascendant. We get more powerful versions of these, which are all bad anyways. Okay, well, this one's better. This one's great, but we haven't unlocked it yet. Because we can barely reach them, and I'm 95% sure they will back off if we use both armies, we're gonna try to see what it would look like if we attack them with one army. Can I do this? Can I do this with this army? I think I can, because Spirit Leech will not take long to kill their lord. The frogs can run amok in their archers, distract as many as possible, and we can also fight this in the trees too. I think that combination of things will allow us to win this. This was bad. This was very bad. I thought the trees would protect us from this a lot more than they did. That's Searing Doom. Their caster has it, and she just used it non-stop, like a lot of times. And it did a lot of damage. That first one alone got like 400 gold value, 8,500 damage. We are out of magic now, but the balance of power is getting less bad, for sure. This one really hurts, though. You can see them just turning into shrapnel. They literally just get thrown up in every direction possible. God, that was a very Pyrrhic one. How many units lost? Only 4. Okay, I can live with 4. 337. That's a lot of infections. I need to know where Imric is. I got a scout right here. Can he reach that? He can. Well, it is a very good thing I scouted, because if I took that, this army would have died immediately afterwards. Don't know why we have to fight this one manually. Oh, it's because Greases is here. That's why. The Nurglings are more or less invincible as long as Kugoth is with them, and they're blobbed, and they're not taking damage very quickly. As long as all of those things are happening at the same time, all of the time, they can't really be killed. Well, they definitely still can, but it would just take a while. Now, because his last settlement is already being besieged by the Green Boys, I think Greases is probably completely dead here. I might actually sell some of this territory. You want it quite a bit? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Grimgore. Did I just put myself in a position? Yep. Nope, I did. I just put myself in a position where I literally have to trespass. Sooner or later, we've got to deal with Imric. The problem is that 1, he's very, very strong, and 2, a lot of his army is very strong as well. The plan is essentially to feed a bunch of Nurglings to the dragon while we Spirit Leech the shit out of Imric. I'm sure that many of our beautiful Nurglings' lives will be lost in the process, but that's a sacrifice that I'm entirely willing to make. The list of threats is 1, Imric, very large threat, and 2, their caster. I don't actually see her here, but the caster is very dangerous because she has Burning Head, and we have 40% physical resistance, which will not help us against Burning Head. So we do need to be exceedingly fucking careful about not getting burned. Oh, there's the Burning Head. There's the Burning Head. We're already moving away from it, so I think we're fine. I could have moved these guys back if I caught that earlier, but 1 unit hit is fine. That hurts a little bit, but actually not as bad as I thought it would. We can kill him. Enough Spirit Leeches absolutely can kill him here. We Spirit Leech him, then Spirit Leech him. and then Spirit Leech him some more. I think once Imric dies, their leadership's gone, especially when they've taken this much damage overall so far. And he's dead. He's wounded. Oh, yes. Now we start to Doom and Darkness a lot of these guys. Okay, there we go. Finally. They fought for a long time there. We do have to chase them down a bit. With Imric, I think they fought to the death, because without him, they nearly fought to the death. I want those infections, man. 500. That's crazy. Please let me chase him down. No. Oh, 1% movement range remaining. Yes, I can do it. Oh, I didn't even have this on him. Oh my god. That would have been very helpful. Shit. Okay, they have plenty of armies there, but I do think we still beat their ass. As long as we can prevent Imric from getting a full army again, we are fine. That is like 33-ish units here total. They are better than ours, but I do think we beat them. Actually, can I even do this with 2 full stacks? I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I might do a wider formation here, because they're already kind of like starting to destroy the space-time continuum. 2 full stacks may create a black hole. They're an amorphous blob if I've ever seen one. They get stuck around the trees. Oh my god. They just kind of make a long conga line to get where they're going. And then eventually they do blob up again, but it takes a little while of just being like this and taking up half the map. The noises too. Oh, that's squelching. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. That's so horrible. She must have just been overcasting nonstop because she's taken a lot of damage and I haven't done anything to her. Literally, by healing the other lord, she's taken more damage than he had to begin with. Yelgrim, where are you at? Here you are. You're going to die. And I think their caster's probably just going to kill herself by overcasting, it looks like. All right, we didn't actually stop them from using their ammo on these archers, but the trees really just saved their ass. There we go, finally. 1 unit of Nurglings lost. That is all. Why do we get so many infections from the High Elves specifically? Well, we don't have a siege attacker. Actually, on your other mount, are you a siege attacker? Oh, he is. He is a siege attacker on his other mount. Awesome. Oh my god, we have a lot of Nurglings. Finally, after a lot of work in increasing our ability to get more, and on turn 34, I want to be your friend. Please, let me be your friend. He would go for the defensive alliance. Yes, please, Grimgore, who's in no wars and is aggressive and the destroyer who would definitely kill me. Okay, we should start getting more plague ridden for the replenishment. Oh my god, we're gonna have 3 gold. We're gonna have 3 gold unless we get more here. The margins may be thin, but actually there's nothing going for us here. There's no but. It's just bad. This is gonna be a very painful and cheesy one. I don't think it'll be fun. They held for approximately 10 years there, but they are now dead. Oh, they have one more settlement here. I thought that was the last one. They have a baseline evaluation of minus 1,000 for peace. There has to be an extra 0 there. Like minus 100, sure, fine. But minus 1,000? That is ridiculous. That's 10,000 gold. That's more than that settlement would ever be worth to me. Actually, they're kind of close to wanting to become a vassal. Oh my god. They're at minus 0.8 from becoming my vassal. Is there anything I can do for that? Will taking that make them more likely to become my vassal? Minus 0.7. It's even closer now, dude. It's even closer now. Please let me auto-resolve this. Fine. Fine. Okay, they're fucking dead. Great, Knights of Caledor gone. Dude, I've got to, like, sell something. I've got to get more gold. I need, like, 3 gold. I'll stop building this up. Great, gold. And now can I do that? Because he is so big and so strong. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I can vassalize Grimgore. He has 17, and now he'll have 18 settlements after that. Okay, well, I'm gonna count that as a short victory. I don't think it technically counts here, but that is a big, strong vassal right there. Oh, and he's paying me a lot of gold, too. Not that much, but like a good amount. A good little chunk there. I wish vassals counted for the short victory, because including the vassals, we would be at like 40 plus settlements now. So yeah, now we have a pet Grimgore. I think we have done enough to dismantle the global frog leg trade. Grimgore certainly will be a very helpful ally in doing so. The global movement of Green Boy liberation has come together. Not only are they freeing the goblin laborers, but they've also freed the frogs. Or rather, we freed ourselves, and now we're helping them do that, I guess? I don't know. But we are very strong. We have a really, really cool, really, really strong vassal. This was a fucking awesome campaign. Our economy, it's finally good, but only because of the vassals. Overall, our economy was painful. Our actual armies and units were also not good. Overall, though, the frogs are now free, and so are the green boys. The next challenge is probably going to be wolf only with Norska. There's also a possibility that it'll be slayer only. We'll see which comes first. I don't know yet. Also, don't forget to check out this plate, and as always, big thanks to my patrons and YouTube members. That is all. Thanks for watching. Peace out.